Hi, it's day 2 of our vacation. We are in Pittsfield, Massachusetts today, and we are going to see the Hancock Shaker Museum. Now, the Shakers were a religious group. They came over from England, and they settled in the U.S. right around the 1770s, 1780s. They were started by a woman named Anne Lee, who was a Quaker, and then she started this religious group, and they were called the Shakers because they danced while they worshiped. They believed they were shaking off their sin. They believed in celibacy, pacifism. They did not fight during the Revolutionary War. Their motto was hands to work and heart to God. They believed in gender equality. They believed in just living very simply. They were considered a plain people, sort of like the Amish or the Mennonite, as far as their dress. And they're known for, you've heard of Shaker furniture. They were known for doing very simple furniture that was very functional and very well made. So they're known for their furniture. They're known for the invention of the clothespin. They also have the round barns because they found that those were more efficient because you could stay in the center and feed the animals all the way around without all the walking back and forth. They're also known for their heritage seeds. Many people would buy their plant seeds from them. So we are going to take a tour of the Hancock Shaker Museum. So that's today's trip. So please stay tuned and you'll watch that. When we finish our Hancock Shaker Museum, we are driving further into Massachusetts. We're going to be north of Springfield, Massachusetts, in a little town called Holyoke. And there's a few yarn stops there that we're going to hit tomorrow. So that's today's trip. So I hope you enjoy. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you tomorrow. The basement. There's a bread oven. There's Dave. This is the dumbwaiter that goes upstairs. And over here is, that looks like it was a boiler for water. And the coal fire. And these look like some kind of vats for, there's a space down there for the coal. But up here they would have, I guess, heated things up almost like a hot bath for your vegetables for canning. And they use the pegs along the walls to hold things. They're known for their ladder back chairs and the cabinetry. Here's a, I think it's a soapstone sink. This would have been their counters for work. And there's the other dumbwaiter that goes up on the other side of the dining area upstairs. This is the cellar, and you can see that's where they have their storage stuff. And there's some cabinets. You can see the canning jars here, and then over here, that stove over there by the lights is where they would have done the actual canning in the stoves. That would be where the baths would be for the pressure. There's a bed, it looks like a giant cradle, but it was for an adult, and it could be rocked back and forth. And that's a bed in the back that's partitioned off with some curtains. This is a warping board. You use that with the pegs for measuring the yarn before you dress the loom for weaving. There are some bobbins there. Here is a walking wheel, because you don't sit down to use it. It's called a walking wheel or a wool wheel. This is the type of spinning wheel that Sleeping Beauty would have poked her finger on. And see if I can get it in real good. Where you see the yarn on the edge, there is a point. And that point is what Sleeping Beauty poked her finger on. In the back are big floor looms behind the walking loom. You can see them. And there's the harnesses which lift. There's some woven fabric. There's another floor loom, and it is dressed also, which means it's ready for weaving. This is another, there is flax, and there is flax on this spinning wheel, and that light bulb looking thing with the flax hanging on it is a distaff. And the item in the back right there is for breaking the hull off of the flax so they can get to the sinew that is inside. And the pointy items right there look like nails. That is where you would comb the flax sinew that's inside the reeds through that, and it would develop into that. And there's a spinning wheel sitting in the very back that's actually the same wheel that I have. Right back there, that is an Ashford traditional wheel, which is the same one that I have. This one is probably, it looks like a modern reproduction. There is a yarn winder, and you can see the warping boards being used back there with the yarn on them. There's another Lazy Kate, and here is another floor loom. There's some other yarn winders in the very back over there, and another floor loom. And the spinning wheel that is right in the center is, again, a spinning wheel just like mine, right there. And Hancock Village, the wood workers here actually made the wooden yarn winders that are over here. That's what they were known for doing. This is another smaller warping board for smaller looms, like this size. This is a 4 harness loom. You can see these are the 4 harnesses. And here's some woven fabric. Now their harnesses are controlled by floor pedals. And there are the heddles. And over here is the beater board, which is what is pulled back to pull the fabric tight against the back here. This is called a tape loom, which is used for making small, like 1 inch or 2 inch wide woven tape. And it's usually just woven in an under and over, which is why it only has 2 harnesses. The round barn, and there's a chute that comes down through the center, and the stalls are over on the bottom floor. And it was discovered that they could do much better work efficiently by walking around or standing in the center rather than a long barn where they had to walk back and forth the length of it. I want to get a picture of the rock walls. The rock walls here were restored in the 1960s, and they are gorgeous. Hi, thanks for watching the video. The thing I got at the Shaker Village was mint blend tea. So, anxious to try that when I get home. And don't forget to enter the giveaway that is running. All you need to do is be a subscriber. Click that little red button. Give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below of whatever. And I am still waiting to hear from last week's winner, Sherry Harrington or Cherie Harrington. So if you would contact me at KatrinasCreations@yahoo.com. If I don't hear from you by the next filming for Saturday, then I will be drawing another winner. So if you entered in that giveaway, you might still have a chance. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I'll see you again tomorrow.